Hello, my friends. My name is Amanda with Manda Panda Projects, and today I have the most adorable wooden cow decor for you guys. I decided to mix it up from the regular Valentine's we've been doing. I haven't quite jumped into spring yet, and I've been wanting to make this cute little cow for the longest time, so we're doing it today. I just took a Dollar Tree wood board. It was like the back of one of those Dollar Tree signs, and I just painted it with a light kind of a gray color, okay? After I got the light gray all dried, I covered the entire board with candle wax. I did like a nice layer all over it, top to bottom. After the candle wax, I added 1 coat of Waverly Plaster chalk paint, okay? So once I got that all on and I dried it, now I'm gonna go ahead and chippy it. So I have like 4 different things here I'm using. My paint scraper has a chunk of hardened paint on it, so I don't like the way it's been scraping. I need to get it off, so I switched from that and I used this plastic one, and then I used my Cricut scraper, and I just kept on scraping until I got enough of the paint off that I liked the look of it. You could chip as little or as much as you like. The candle wax just acts as a barrier, and that way it makes it easier for the paint to chip off and you get this nice chippy look. Okay, so now I am taking my black Sharpie and I'm just drawing some cow spots. I'm just freehanding this, you guys. Doesn't have to be perfect. It super easily, super simple, just big, wavy, black spots. Then I took my paintbrush with my black chalk paint and I filled in all of the spots. I would love it if you guys would sprinkle this video for me. Also, make sure that you are following the page. I have lots of super cute crafts coming for you guys. I literally have so many ideas written down that I am never going to be able to make them all unless I craft all day long, every day for the next 2 years. So in the meantime, I'm going to get as many done as I can and I'll be sharing them here on the page. Okay, so once I got all the black spots painted, I went ahead and dried those, and then I wanted it to go along with the chippy feel, so I took my sanding sponge and just kind of roughed them up, distressed them up a little bit so that it kind of goes with the whole distressed vibe I was going for. I also took the sanding block and went all around the edges of the board. Okay, and now for the ears. So I took some muslin and I just free-handed some little, I don't even know what cow's ears look like, to be honest with you. These might not even be like actual cow's ears, but in my brain, they are. So I just free-handed them and then I cut them out. Kind of looks like the petals of flowers, huh? So I cut one out and then I used that one. I'm like, okay, this one came out decent. So I just traced the other one so that they were the same size and the same shape. And then I cut that one out. And then I usually use pink paint, but I have this old pink blush that I never use anymore. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start using that for cheeks and ears and things like that. So I just took the pink blush, rubbed that in the middle of the ears, and then took my black paint and then kind of, I didn't really like soak the fabric, but it's a little bit more than a dry brush. I just kind of brushed it on there until it got dark enough where it looked black. So I did that, then I did the other one, and I also did the back. I don't show it, but I do cover the back with a nice like thin coat as well. All right, now for his nose. Is this a nose or like a snout, or what is this thing called? I guess it's his nose, right? I just drew kind of like a peanut shape, I guess, like an uneven figure 8, and then cut that out. And this is like a piece of really thin cardboard. Not quite as thin as like a cereal box, but not quite as thick as regular cardboard. And I painted it with a super like light pinky peach color. I just mixed together white, pink, and tan to get that color. Then I used my Frixion pen. If you do not have one of these, you got to get one. It disappears with heat, so you can draw on anything, and your heat gun will take it right away. So I just sketched out the shape of the nostrils, and then I painted those black with a really thin liner brush. And then I just glued the ears. I glued them together at the bottom so they kind of like stuck out and stuck straight. And then I just pinned them right back behind the cow's head. It's starting to look like a cow. Starting to look like a cow now. All right, so I glued his little snout on. And then we got to do his eyes. So I just took the round end of like a foam brush. I dotted it in black paint and then just did super simple like black eyes. I didn't do, there's a couple different eyes I contemplated with, but I decided to just go simple. And I put a little white dot in the center to bring him to life a little bit. Added some more pink to his little cheeks here. And now for his little hooves, okay? So same cardboard, really thin. I just sketched out this like hoof shape. I don't really know what it is. Looks like a Pac-Man, but I can't really draw, you guys, so I just had to keep my shapes really simple, and I thought this did it. So we cut them out, and then I painted those black to make his little hooves black, and then once those were all black, I glued those down to the bottom, kind of like facing outwards to give it a fun, funky little look. And then you can't really tell, but it really did make a difference when I sanded it. It roughed it up a little bit, and again, just went with the vibe. All right, now for the bow. I like big bows and I cannot lie. Yes, I do. I just ripped out a bunch of fabric. This is all Dollar Tree and Walmart. Whatever I had that was black and white, I ripped it up. Probably about like 12 strips total. I use my Bodabra to make the bow, but you do not have to have a Bodabra. You can definitely do it without it. It just helps. I like messy fabric bows, so that's what I did here. I just layered it up piece by piece. I didn't add anything extra to my bow, like no excelsior, no raffia, nothing like that. I just kept it simple. I was worried about it getting too big and taking over the cow, so I kept it simple with just the fabric. I used some black and white baker's twine to tie it up. Tied it in a nice big double knot there. What I do not show you is me messing with the bow for a good 10 minutes because that's what I do. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put it in her hair and make it a girl or put it down low and make it a boy. So I ended up doing it down low because I wanted to add a hang tag. And if I added a hang tag to the bow at the top, it was gonna cover her face. So I just ripped out this is the inside of a wrapping paper roll, but you can use craft paper. And I just grunged it up with some Tim Holtz distressed ink and then wrote moo with some little happy dots. And then I tied some twine, cut that up, got my got my bow glued down to the cow. And then I just glued on, that was like a brown button that I dirtied up there with the little moo in the center. And there we go. She's done, he's done, whatever it is. Gender neutral. And I just think this came out adorable. I love mixing up from the regular crafts I've been doing. This is really dark here, you guys. I didn't want to wait till tomorrow to post this to get like an after clip. So I just did it in my dark house, but you get the picture. You can still see what it looks like. I'll get a better picture tomorrow. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Make sure to sprinkle, and thanks for watching.